before I was born, my mom was going through a bitter divorce, and my actual biological father denied that I was his. That's how I started out in this life. Lived the first 2 years of my life with my grandparents, and I understand that I was a little hellraiser. That's what my mom tells me. But then she remarried to a man who took care of us, fed us, clothed us, put a roof over our heads. But when I think back on it, he really didn't know how to raise a son. Nobody had raised him as their son. I mean, he was a good dad. I call him dad to this day. He is my father. I was pretty much a loner. I didn't count on anybody to do anything for me. I did it myself. I didn't need anybody. I had friends, but no real close friends. I kept them out at arm's length. Didn't really trust anyone. And that's pretty much it. Being the type A personality loner that I was, I always knew there was something missing in my life, deep down inside. Something was not right. And I searched for it. I searched for it in the girls I dated, and, you know, just everywhere I went. But I never really let anyone get close to me. You know, especially in the later high school years. You know, I played sports and I did all that, and you know, I had friends like that. You know, the jocks, I guess. But I never really hung out with them outside of sports or anything. Kind of kept to myself. I've been married 3 times. My first marriage, it was actually the first woman that I really get close to me, beyond arm's reach. And it scared the crap out of me. I sabotaged it. I mean, we didn't argue and get separated that way, but because of my past, things I have done in my past, I had like 9 counts of criminal damage to property that I had to pay for, and I didn't. So they put out a bench warrant for me, and they were going to ship me away. Then my aunt and uncle in California said that he could come out, work for us, and we'll pay it off. And then that's where I went. And I was living in Iowa at the time. So right there was a big separation between my wife and my son. We had a son while we were married. My dream was always getting back together. And then one day, I got the divorce papers in the mail, and I just kind of shot that down. That was it. So I worked, I paid off my debts. My uncle was the type of guy, he would give you a hand up but not a hand out. He threw me a rope, I'm in a hole, but he said, you're gonna have to climb it. So I did, that's what I did. And then, you know, got things on track. I wasn't drinking or doing drugs or smoking weed or any of that. When I moved out of Iowa, that was it. That was it for me. I didn't want to do any of that anymore. I knew what I was looking for was not there. And I eventually met another woman, and we got married. She had 2 girls already, and they were like 3 and 4 years old. And I adopted them. I took them in as my own. I knew when I made that commitment, it was my responsibility, and I accepted it, open arms. And I was probably married to her for 12 years. And she decided that the grass was greener on the other side of the fence, and we got divorced, and I got the kids, I got the girls, and raised them. By that time, I was done with women. that's not what was missing in my life. I still had that thing missing. And that's when the internet came in. And believe me, it wasn't there either. But I got introduced to online porn at that point, and off I went searching, and got addicted to online porn, and it wasn't there either. That was a struggle. That was, out of all the things that I've experimented with and tried and did, that was truly an addiction. That was tough to beat.